My name is Larissa, and we're going to practice this morning for about 15 minutes. And that's getting situated, just creating a time frame for ourselves, but not making it a time box that we're trying to stick ourselves into this. Okay, in 15 minutes, it's going to be like this. If we could just open it up, just I'm just showing up, and whatever is happening, I'm just receiving it. And I'm observing myself as I'm sitting. And reminder too, you don't have to be sitting. Maybe you'd like to stand. Sometimes standing gives us a unique perspective. And sometimes reclining is lovely. It's up to you to really decide what feels good for me, what feels supportive. You're welcome at any point to either close your eyes or set your gaze downward. I'm just checking in. What does my body need this morning? How do I feel? Just looking at physical sensation, like maybe I need a couple of neck rolls or a bit of shoulder softening. And then as I continue to slow down, is turning my gaze internal, softening my external vision. So what do I see? What do I feel in this body? Just checking in with yourself. Quite commonly, our mind is moving. Sometimes our mind is a little dull and sleepy. We're just practicing observing what our thoughts are doing rather than getting caught in every thought that arrives. Oh, yeah, there's my thinking mind. I can see it jumping to the future this morning, noticing I keep recalling a particular thought or story this morning. The awareness of that helps us choose wisely. We've been working with this Eightfold Noble Path. Before the eight steps is this word sama, sometimes translated as right. More correctly, it means wise. Am I wisely meeting the moment? And what does that mean? It means we're meeting the moment with proper effort. And that means that it shifts and changes moment to moment. And that can be confusing. Sometimes wise effort is a real gentleness. We just place our hand on our heart and let our mind wander, and that feels good for the day. And sometimes wise effort is reminding ourselves every 6 seconds, oh man, I keep getting caught in that thought. That's okay. But that particular story is gripping me for some reason. What does that feel like in my body? Does that story in my mind create tension in my jaw or a softening somewhere? Do I think that story in my mind means something about who I am as a person? So when I think that thought, what do I feel in my body? Just continuing to come back to this vessel that you get to exist in day by day. This body that shares sensation with you moment by moment. So what does it feel like to take a breath? Just that simple curiosity brings us right back to the present. Slowing down and paying ourselves our own attention. It gives us the opportunity just to be curious. And sometimes we get stuck in judgment. There's a right way to do it, there's a wrong way to do it. I should be doing this, I shouldn't be doing this. And it's very, very rare that sama or wisdom or a beneficial action, that word sama, it's very rare that it includes I should. So anytime we're feeling like, oh, I should do this, or I should be calm, or I shouldn't be thinking this, or they shouldn't have said that to me, we're often caught in the story rather than in the present being able to meet the moment with wisdom. So, this practice of meeting the moment and then being curious, what does it mean to meet this moment with wisdom? And in the Eightfold Noble Path, we have these steps that are brought to our attention, like wisely understanding my view of the world, wisely looking at my thoughts, my internal speech, my external speech, looking at action I take in the world, looking at the effort that I'm making. All of these steps on the path. Precursor to each step is that one simple word, sama. And that word, again, it's wisdom. It's, am I benefiting myself in this moment with this thought? Or is that thought causing me some challenge? And when it causes us challenge, we come right back to the body. Where do I feel that challenge in my body? Are my hands clenched? Am I tipping forward a little? Maybe opening my chest, opening my shoulders, just help soften that thought. Rather than chasing a thought with a thought, we come back to the wisdom of the body, which is often a bit quieter. It requires just a slowing down. I'm just inviting my mind to be still for just a split second so I can feel my breath. Just curious, bringing that curiosity. So allowing judgment to soften by being curious. And it can be as simple as just being curious about this breath. Can I feel one of my ribs move on this next inhale? I'm going to invite my shoulders to soften a bit on this next exhale. It's breath by breath, just observing what's happening within my body, within this home that I exist in on this earth. This practice of just showing up, Just being here, taking a couple of breaths. That's part of our wisdom path, getting to know ourselves. So whether we show up for a movement practice like yoga, a meditation practice, another part of the heart of yoga, whatever we're showing up for day by day, it's work, responsibilities, relationship, walking this path and observing our reactions, observing our responses, choosing our responses. So all of these steps, one step at a time, builds a new relationship with who we're becoming. Sometimes we get stuck in who we've been. We get stuck in the right and wrong way. We get stuck in shoulds and shouldn'ts. And what that does is it disallows possibility. So we might even consider that every inhale is a new possibility. Just a possibility, just an opportunity to notice your breath. Possibility to soften your shoulders. And in that, maybe softening some awareness, some judgment. This practice, it all goes hand in hand, whether I'm tending to a physical discomfort in my body, or I'm gently staying with myself when I'm feeling some strong emotion. And even the moments where my mind is just wandering, I feel a little lost, perhaps even a little frustrated. All of that is part of the practice. It's part of these wise steps we're taking. And I invite you to take a moment, just offering yourself some appreciation. Just thank you, body, for showing up today. Thank you, heart, for beating for me, even though I got lost in my mind. Thank you, mind, for thinking for me. Some appreciation for yourself. I'll invite you to bring your palms together or hands over heart, or just notice your hands. Using any of your own closing habits or practices. We'll end with a few loving kindness phrases, just well wishes for yourself. And repeat these phrases back if they make sense for you. Just offering yourself your own well wishing. May I pause today and choose my response. May my responses to myself be gentle and kind. May my responses to others be open and loving. And when action is needed, may I choose to move with ease and peace. Take your time. Just go slow if you can, fluttering your eyes open, maybe making some movement in your body. And as always, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. Thank you each for being here.